Hello, I'm Mike Ritchie, District Administrator for the Northland Pines School District, and welcome to my videocast. Today we are in our Fab Lab. This is a new endeavor for us, and I'm excited to show you what we have to offer our students and our community. What we're going to do today is we're going to talk to our instructors, and we're also going to talk to a number of our students, and they're going to do demonstrations as far as what we can do in our Fab Lab. So I know the first question all of you have is, what is a Fab Lab? And so I am here right now with Mr. Fuller, who is one of our instructors, and he will explain to all of us what is a Fab Lab and what it can do for our students. Well, big question, Mr. Fuller. What is a Fab Lab? How would we explain to our listeners, our viewers, what exactly is a Fab Lab and what defines a Fab Lab?
Sure. Well, the easiest explanation is it's an area that encompasses a wide variety of different machines where students or other teachers or community members can make just about anything they can come up with a need for, including different projects for classes or projects for themselves at home. Ours includes one major room and then a couple other pieces of equipment that are in our metals lab and in our woods lab.
And I know in this actual room that we're standing in right now, we did a number of improvements from painting to new floor, new tables, actually knocking a hole in the brick wall to connect to one of our labs. So this is a great opportunity for our students. And I know it's only been open for a few months. It's not technically fully open yet. It's getting there. Our goal is the second semester it'll be fully opened up and ready to go. Have you seen a difference in the students as far as what they're doing compared to what we had prior to this and what we have today?
Well, I think all of those improvements, including adding the equipment and the painting and the flooring, and they're really excited to just be in here and hang out. It's a neat space. It's a very inviting environment now, so they just want to be in here and really will give us any excuse so they can come and hang out. And when they're in here, they're actually being productive for the most part too. So it's been a great opportunity so far.
And the other thing I need to add is this was all made possible by a grant. We had a number of our staff members and a couple of our administrators actually wrote a grant last year. We were notified late spring. We did receive the grant. We did reapply for a second portion, or a second year of that grant just recently. And also the Vilas County Economic Development Corporation was very instrumental in actually helping us with the grant and actually giving us some matching funds for that grant, correct?
Yes, it's been absolutely great. Our community has pitched in. The people that you all mentioned did, along with the Eagle River Chain of Lakes Association, gave us a donation as well. And we were recently informed we got another grant, a $4,000 grant to go towards 3D printing processes and equipment as well. So the money's come from a lot of different places, and we're really grateful for all of those.
And it's a big thank you to our business partners. It's great that we have so much support in this community. And when it comes down to this type of student hands-on learning, the exciting part is, as we watch them, and we'll see them shortly demonstrate the equipment, this could be a career for some of these students.
Definitely. We've talked about that a lot with various equipment that we have. All of the equipment we have are actual. There are people in industry using those pieces of equipment for their own employment and to employ others. So really, if our kids wanted to, if they had the foresight to see that ahead, they could come out of their senior year really prepared to start their own business and be an entrepreneur in some area. So it's pretty exciting.
Well, I think we've piqued some interest here, so let's go on a tour and let's see what we can actually produce, manufacture, make, create in our Fab Lab. Well, I'm here with Carter, and Carter is a junior at Northland Pines High School. And Carter, you're going to talk to us about our first piece of equipment on this tour.
Mm-hmm. This is the laser engraver. It pretty much acts just like a printer, where we go on the computer and we use different programs like Corel Draw, and we use Illustrator or base programs. And we dimension everything out, and then we just put it in there. And we hit go, and then it cuts out pretty much everything. It can cut out or laser engrave on with anything but pretty much metal. So you can do glasses, you can do just like we do our Student of the Month plaques here, which this is actually the ones for today that we're doing for Student of the Month. And then everything from there. And we do different stuff like ornaments we did for the 5th graders. And so it's pretty much laser engraver.
Well, for our next piece of equipment, we have Zach and Sierra. They're both juniors here at Northland Pines, and they're going to talk to us about what this piece of equipment can do, and we're actually going to see an end product of which they did design.
Alright, well, this is the vinyl cutter, and first you put this roll in here, like so. Then you feed it through and whatnot. And then it cuts it out. This little piece moves around and it slides it back and forth. Here's one of the end products here. And then here's another one. We designed these. And then basically you just start out with, this is all you have, and then all the black stuff, and you got to peel away all the stuff you don't want. Then you put this over it, this peeling stuff, and then you just peel it off. And then wherever you want it, you just lay it down there and put it down, and then this is the final product here.
And what did you design?
What? You did the,
Oh yeah, I did a little Timberland signs like this big, put it on my car.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. Great, thank you guys so much. Well, I'm here with Mr. Gritner and another one of our instructors, and he's going to explain the next piece of equipment that we have in our Fab Lab. Mr. Gritner.
All right, so we just received this fall. This is a roll-in printer cutter. This allows us to print on vinyl and cut it. So unlike our other cutter that we have where it's just going to cut out solid pieces of vinyl, this allows us to print on vinyl and then cut it to the contour of any shape of the image. So if it's a circle, it cuts a circle. If it's complicated, it will cut any complicated image. It also allows us to print on other materials such as canvas, window clings, and a lot of different materials, a lot of different applications with this printer cutter. So that's our new roll-in printer cutter.
I'm Burke Anderson, and I'm a junior.
I'm Rachel Kupka, and I'm a freshman.
Right here we have the 3D printer that's actually making NPU logos like this small one right here. And it takes about 30 minutes for about 3 or 4 of these just small, tiny, thin ones, which it's doing right now.
So how we do this is on a computer program, we create a 3D model of the object that we want to print. And from there, we go to another program where we lay it out on a platform which would show us like how it's going to look on there. And then we just lay it out how we want it to print. And then after that, we have it on a flash drive, which we put in there. And then we press build, and we choose our file that we're going to use, and we start to print it.
I'm Tim Lehman. I'm a technology and engineering instructor here at Northland Pines High School. Here to show you just the sublimation process that we have. We have a sublimation printer that's just hooked up to a standard computer. We use Adobe Illustrator for a lot of our design work. And basically what this process does is it takes any digital design that we can make, whether it's a picture, a logo, things of that nature, and we print it onto a special paper that will allow the ink that's in the paper, when it's heated up, to turn to a gas and then actually be sublimated into the material that we want the image to go onto. The difference between sublimation and screen printing is that in this process, rather than putting it on the top of the material, we're actually turning the ink to a gas and forcing it into the material. So if we did it on fabric, that fabric would have the color all the way through the fabric rather than just laying on the top. We also use our press, our heat press, for doing some image transfer with vinyl too, which you've seen the process of vinyl printing. We can vinyl print and then we can sublimate, or we can transfer that vinyl onto images like this shirt that the art department's done. So that's a little bit different process than our sublimation, which can transfer an image like this. Where we use this a lot is with digital design. The students will design images. We also do all of our schools' awards for all our sports teams. So students have to design this, work with the coaches, work with our athletic director to coordinate orders where they have orders that are placed by the coaches, and then we produce an image or a plaque design that they approve, and then we actually print and produce all of the plaques for the different teams and club events. So,
But one final piece of equipment we want to talk about is not actually located in the Fab Lab. We're now in the Metals Lab, and Mr. Fuller will explain why this piece of equipment is in the Metals Lab and what it can actually do.
Well, this is a CNC plasma cutter. And basically a plasma cutter is a tool that can be handheld or machine operated that will cut metal of various thicknesses. Ours is a computer-controlled or a CNC plas, which means that the students do the design work on a computer using any number of pieces of software. As long as they can make their file into a DXF file, we can put it onto this machine and end up cutting it out. So we have ours set up with a piece of 16 gauge, which is a fairly thin piece of sheet metal, and we're just going to cut out in a project for everybody today.
So when you first designed the project, we had the picture up here, and I believe we're going to be making a bass.
That's
because
correct.
we are living in northern Wisconsin and we like to fish. We
That is
may
correct.
not be successful fishermen or fisher people, but we are going to at least attempt to come up with a nice bass.
Yes, I'm more successful on this than I am on the water.
Well, I hope you enjoyed your tour today of our Fab Lab, and I'm so proud of our staff for taking the initiative to write the grant, to implement what we saw today, and also for future use, our plan is to open up the Fab Lab to the community. And Josh, I know some yourself, some other instructors will be here once we get some evening hours posted, and we do want the community to come in and see what we have. Correct?
Yeah, definitely. We want the community to have the same opportunities that our students have. Our community has been so supportive over the years of everything Northland Pines, so this is one way that we can say thank you and give back and allow the community to have those opportunities.
So watch for our hours of community use. We'll post those hours through our social media and our website. We're looking to get started with that fairly soon, so just keep your eye out for that, and please come in and enjoy and use our Fab Lab and get creative like our students. And we think back to a few years ago, even a year ago, we didn't have this equipment. And what does it mean for our students? We talked to some students today and we saw how excited they were, but you see it every day, 8 hours a day. Do you see a big difference in the students' attitude and how they enjoy coming into your classroom and using what we have?
Yeah, they're definitely excited about the opportunities that we have now. We've always had a really strong school district as a whole and a really strong tech ed program, but the opportunities we have now just give kids a lot more real-world experience and a lot more ability to design exactly what they want to create and be able to actually do that. So it's pretty exciting.
And another neat opportunity is, although the lab is located in Northland Pines High School, this is for all of our district to use. And I've noticed many times on certain days when we've got elementary students over here, middle school students over here, and we talked the other day about giving the same opportunity for St. Germain and Land O'Lakes, and possibly even bringing some equipment out to those buildings so those students can actually see what we can do in our Fab Lab.
Yeah, it would be exciting. I think actually the plasma cutter would be the only one that we couldn't make portable, but everything else that we saw today, we should be able to get out and move around to the community and the different schools so they can all see it.
And if we're successful in the second round of grants, we look forward to having more equipment and even expanding what we currently have. So again, thanks for watching, and for more information on the Northland Pines School District, please visit our website or our social media. Thanks and have a great day.